slowly. Video. Yes. Come online. Yes. Very good. Okay. Alright, now it's catching the video. So. Hi again. I don't know what's been happening, but with like the latest version of OBS, the stuff that I've been doing in it, I have been having a heck of a time getting it to recognize the streams of this game. Like, it'll load up just like I would expect it to, but then it will, it'll like pause a frame and won't advance any further. It's like it loses access to the game, like OBS hangs. But it's just the Minecraft though, because like you can see that my camera is still moving, I'm still talking, like I'm still transmitting the stream. It just for some reason will not continue to catch Minecraft. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm gonna have to do some research on that, see if anybody else is having a similar problem and what they did to solve it. But we're doing a little bit of light cleanup right now. Got to get all of these slimes off of our area. And also all the little spirits that attacked me as a part of the Silent Gems stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys are feeling fantastic today. Today, my plan, if you look at this crafting table, we are going to break into some Mekanism. Yep, we're going to finally load up this bad boy and get this rolling. So let's clear some stuff up here. Although, yeah, it looks like... See, I had a crash like right before I loaded this up, so it looks like some stuff didn't quite stick, like it hadn't made the save that I needed it to make. But that's okay, it's very easy progress to get back. I'm not worried about it. Let's make ourselves a brick here. And then we'll teach our thing how to make brick. And then we will need to take out 6 bricks. 6, there we go. And we also need some gold nugs. And then we'll need an iron plate. And also 2 sticks. Okay. So let us make at Psych Cave. There we go. Boop. Boop. Yeah, because I want all of those normal bricks there gone. And then we got to make these bricks. And then here, we're just going to make the 1. Boop. And then here, boop. And then here, boop. Okay, so I'm kind of hoping that these cables will sub in for the old like transfer nodes that existed in previous editions, but I don't know for sure because I have not used them yet, so we will find out together in this stream how these things work. Yes, we will. I'm going to clear this up because I need some room around my machines, basically. And then, for now, we'll just throw that in there. Okay. So then let us pop down infuser, 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 and infuser. Now, I do want to do something with these. Like, I don't really like just leaving all this stuff hanging around. Like, we're gonna make use of some of these structures and other things. It's just, you know, I've got to test stuff out, you know, kind of loosely here before I get too involved in it. So RF energy transfer wire energy cable. This is something that we need to bring off of our coal generator across there, and hopefully, ooh, it does look positive that it's going down into that. Is that getting power? Yes, it is. It has 8 kilo FE. I think, can we... I mean, Forge Energy, this is the equivalent to RF. So if you are used to RF in any previous Minecraft pack, that's what this is. Forge Energy is what it stands for, right? So that gives us the basics of Mekanism. which Mechanism is useful for a whole bunch of things, but the main thing that I'm interested in is some of the power source stuff from it. Like these wind generators are amazing. I really want to have some of those down. Solar stuff's there too, but it's less good in this than it is in some other things. And also, this is like a gateway to a whole bunch of different machines. Now, don't get me wrong, I like what we've got going here. It's kind of basic, but it works for us. But, you know, this will lead us to a level of automation that will enable us to just do a lot more without having to worry about it. And, of course, we also get these power energy sources that I'm looking for. And they're passive, which is also very nice. So, this is what I need to make one of the wind generators. I got 2 energy tablets, a basic control circuit, and an infused alloy, and 3 osmium. So infused alloy, that's the first step. That's redstone and iron. And I think, so you can put in a variety of redstone, right? But the more you put in, the more will appear over in this side. But I think it's 10 redstone per iron ingot that needs to get smelted. So if we put in a redstone dust, that should give us 10. Yeah, and then the iron. And if you listen carefully, right, you can hear that low hum. Ooh, of the machine doing its business. And then we get one of these infused alloys. Now, eventually, of course, you can automate these things entirely so that you could just be like, yeah, I want infused alloys. I've already got redstone being popped into one of them. So, yeah, that's why I made 4 of them, because there's 4 different materials that you can make stuff out of regularly. There's actually, like, I want to say 7 or 8 materials that you can use in total inside these machines. But the main materials are redstone, diamond, carbon, and obsidian. Yeah, those are the 3 main things, or the 4 main things, that you need to be able to process all the time. So that's why I made 4 of them. So let's see, if I want to make these wind generators, and let's see, shift plus N for more stuff? No? Left shift plus N? I mean, I'm pressing N. And it's not giving me anything. Well, anyways, so these things, they can store a good bit of energy, and they can generate more energy, and they generate energy dependent on how high they up. Like, from build limit down is more effective up there, less effective down here. Which is why I have this dirt tower that just kind of spans up into the sky, because I figured we would be going up into the sky to place them, and then kind of messing around to get these machines up there and powered, or dropping some cables. So, yeah, Cruiser, I see your question there. What do I want to do once I've got this energy source set up? I mean, really, I want to dive into this mod. That's kind of the point. I mean, notwithstanding that having a power source, like, up and running would be good for basically any of the modded stuff that I have that I could use in this pack. The first thing that I want to do is really just go through and get all of the basic machines here, like the different smelting factories, enriching factories, all this stuff, because that will enable me to then kind of automatically process all the stuff that I'm getting otherwise at, you know, about the same return that I'm getting now. A little bit less, but, you know, it's automatic, so it's a little bit better, kind of. And I can intermingle other machines with it, too. So, in the case of our amazing extended furnace here, that can pop out 3 ingots per ore that gets put into it, I could just put this in place of, like, the other machines up there that would normally, like, process the ore. And then, boom, done. Because you don't have to stick with one mod unless you just want to. But one of the main things that I'm looking for here, which I really... This, right here. This Quantum Entanglement is what it's called. So, for anybody that's played, like, older stuff, there was an item called a Tesseract, which basically you would link 2 Tesseracts together, and then it would be like... they were right next to each other, and so you could transfer items, energy, fluids, like everything through them. This is Mechanism's version of that. So if I have these somewhere else and then have a connected one sitting in a totally different location, it's like they're linked together. And so then I can transfer stuff like from another location in the world to there completely wirelessly. And that's one of the things that I definitely want to jump on real quick. But the recipe for this, as you can see, is some higher level materials, which is, just something we got to work towards, which is why we're starting here with the very basics of the basic. So, let us get some of this wind generator going. I think, how many do I want to start with? I think just for constraints on size and stuff, I'm going to do them like 2 at a time. So let's go ahead and get a second one of those. And then I honestly think I need more of them because I think that the other materials actually use them. Like this is... No, that's on osmium with redstone. Okay. And then the other thing, the energy tablet, yeah, that uses them. And I need 2 per, so I need 4 total, so I need 4 more of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll just let them process up as quickly as they can, right? Let's bust out this crafting station here, just so we can keep track of what we're doing, right? We'll put it there. We'll grab this one and put it right next to it. And this will be for completed stuff, and this will be for the parts that we're crafting in the middle, right? So this is going to be the actual windmills. We'll go ahead and put that in the center. Yeah. And then we need some osmium. So let's get that in our inventory. Also, I'm going to put up the item, energy, and fluid cables, because we don't need those right now. So then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we're into the other things. So let's grab these. And then I think it was like that, right? Ah, see, but I actually need more of them, right, than I said a second ago, because I need 2 of those per. So yeah, I need I need 4 more of those. See, this is the stuff that, like, if I was making videos for YouTube all the time and not just streaming and then kind of uploading it to YouTube, there's a lot of this stuff here that I would just kind of cut out. But you get to go on the journey with me today, and I hope you find that appealing. So let's see. We also need gold and redstone. We got plenty of gold. That's not an issue. We got plenty of redstone, too. Shh, don't tell it. The others. 4. Yup. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 4. Okay. So now we just need... Oh, and of course these are the things that don't stack. Which I actually don't think that the windmills themselves stack either, if I'm being completely honest. So let's see. Then I need 2 of those. Okay. And let's do this. Boom. So they don't stack those, so I'll have to kind of like just hold them until I can put them into the inventory there. But yeah, I don't think the windmills stack either. So I'm going to have to carry those individually. Boom, we got a wind generator. So let's do that again. There we go. And boom, wind generator. Yeah, they don't stack. Okay, so let's test it out, right? So we'll put it down here. Boom. And then what is it? It is generating... It takes a minute to spin up, right? So we got to watch it. Let's see where it goes right now and see where it stops on the Killa FE. Oh, no, I mean, like, that's duh. That's its storage going up. This is its output. So it's outputting 384 FE per tick. That's pretty good, especially for the amount of resources that took. So let's see, way up here at basically build limit, I think I left like 10 spaces, how much better that is. Because if it's not any better, we'll just build low to the ground and it'll be okay. We'll put them on top of our workshop over there. We'll just fill that thing up with these things. So you, right there. Yeah, 384. Although it definitely, it's going up faster, right? It's like, that's halfway full, and it's been like 2 seconds. So I think it's Is this what it's actually doing? 184? Yeah, this one's 56. So I think this is like the maximum output that it has, but this is what it's generating. So 56 is what that one's generating. This one was doing like pretty much like triple that, quadruple that, right? We'll have to make elevators to come back up and down from these things, right? I mean, if nothing else, the turbine on that seems to be spinning faster. So I really do think it is actually generating more power up here, which is how it was always supposed to be. Yeah, 184. That's still really good power for the amount of effort that we had to put in on this. 184, nice. And we could go up a little bit higher, I think. Because these things, they do have like, you can't go all the way up to build limit with them. There's like a certain amount of space that you have to leave. Alright, that's not, that being there isn't impairing it at all. So this would be 250. Let's break this bad boy and bring it up there. And then see what it says. Yeah, 191. Yeah, and it seems to be spinning faster again. So let's grab out some more dirt here. I think, I want to say that like 250, I don't think that I can put it at build limit. So that would be 254. That would be the next block is the last one that I could place on build limit. I think I have to be like a down one from that or something. Yeah, it's not letting me place it. So 1 off. Okay, 2 off. So this will put it at what? 252? Oh, no. Oh. So there we go. 251 is the maximum you can go. And that's generating 192. So that's very good power. That is quite good power. So the other generators, they're doing like normally in modded you see like 60 RF per tick or FE per tick, and this is doing like 3 times that. I mean, for a similar amount of needed infrastructure anyways, like you'd be seeing like 60 RF per tick. So yeah, that's pretty good power. I've always liked these things, and the real like super cool thing about them, I think, is that they don't require much investment. So I mean, like obviously you can do lots with them, right? But really, the other cool thing is just how they look. Like, I love it when people, like, go all out and animate their power structures and stuff like that. I mean, like, obviously things like an extreme reactor's reactor it will produce a far more power than this ever could, right? Depending on your build and everything like that, or how many of these you do. But this is, like, literally a moving windmill. So it looks like exactly what it is on the tin. Now, in some previous versions, you couldn't place them right next to each other or they would lose efficiency. You had to do them a little bit away from each other, like a couple because of the turning blades, but I don't think that... Yeah, that's not a thing anymore. They're still outputting at 192, even being right next to each other. Although it kind of looks dumb, I might want to space them out just for aesthetics looks, but, I mean, honestly, like I said, once we get this set up and we got that quantum entanglement porter on it, I don't foresee myself coming back up here too often. Although I did have a kind of interesting idea for like mega base, like something that's big that I build myself, but I haven't quite finalized the ideas on that. So we might actually do something up here in the sky, but I'm not sure on that. But yeah, so that is how these work. So basically now I just need to craft up several of them. So let's get back down here. And I mean, let's take this with us, huh? See how it works. Grab out some more iron, some more gold, some more osmium, Go. And then we'll head up and see what it looks like up there. Because we can connect these metallurgic infusers right to it. And if we can't, we've got those energy cables. I don't know what the transfer limit on those energy cables is, because I've never used the cyclic energy stuff before. So that's a fresh one for me. Like I said, that's the good benefit for me personally with playing this mod pack, is that I don't have a lot of experience with the mods that this pack has, so I'm getting to learn some new stuff myself. It's not just you learning stuff, Cruz. Definitely not. I'll also need some more redstone. Okay, so let's try to just hook it straight up too. And like that. And it has power, but it might have that from when it was connected below. So let's just try some stuff out, right? So it took us, what, 8 to make 2 of those. So 8 more? I think we'll do a total of 8 of these. So if we were going to do that, then it would be, what, 16? 16 in total, I think? No, because 8 would be 2 more. So then that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. I think that's what we need. And if I'm wrong, we'll just make more. So we'll let that do its thing. And let's actually go get another one, because then we can start the process of making the little circuit boards too, right? Do need some elevators for this if I'm going to keep coming up here, though. Because flying, though amazing, is not the quickest form of vertical transport. Falling's pretty good. Falling works really well. So then, okay, so yeah, it's definitely getting power because that one didn't have any before. So we'll need 6 of these, right? Yeah, of the little circuit board ones, because we've already made 2. I was about to totally do 8. And why did I put that right back in? 6. But yeah, 6 is what we need for that there. And we'll build out this dirt platform a little bit, which we're going to swap around, obviously. But for now, we're just going to use good old dirt. Cheap, easy, readily available. Good old dirt. And they are definitely, they're able to keep up with these metallurgic infusers at the basic level that they're at. You can improve these machines to make them faster. They actually have this upgrade slot here. You can put in speed, energy, and I think muffling. Yeah, for this one, muffling. Which will kind of silence that hum that you can hear. Surely you can just barely hear that. Yeah, you can actually muffle that so that it'll be degraded in volume. I think one muffling upgrade like halves it, and then a second muffling upgrade just eliminates it entirely. And like I said, I love that this mod is animated, because even these machines that are processing stuff, right? Red particles because it's using redstone, black particles and gray particles because I think that's just what the machine does, but I mean, yeah, animated. Also, it puts off light. So you can see that this one versus this one's lighter, right? It's a lighter gray color. That's because it's putting off light because it's actually processing stuff. Which is both good and bad. From a server performance standpoint, like that's lights on a block update. So that constantly ticking on and off will actually create like a good bit of lag if you've got a lot of these running automatedly. But I don't know if, I mean, we're by ourselves in the server, so I don't think that that'll actually be a problem for us. And then, let's see, I've got my little pocket crafting pad here, so that's not going to be a problem. I didn't need to bring up either of those tables. I guess I could also, like, I can put up these arrows since I'm not trying to hurt stuff right now. I upgraded my backpack. I don't remember if I did that before the last stream. But yeah, so this is the rare backpack. And this is the large backpack, which still has all of my loot in it, because I just still haven't bothered to process it. I think one of the other things that I'm going to have to get into pretty soon is like refined storage or something like that. So I've got a place to dump all of my junk. Because I know for a fact that I don't want to keep on sorting it manually, that's for sure. Alright, we're almost done with these. And there we go. Alright, so let's get these bad boys rolling. I need... what would it be? I think 12 here in the center, right? And then those. Because if I want to make 6 more, this is what it takes, right? I'm not crazy. Or at least this is not the thing that defines me as crazy. Or was that the recipe? Hold on. Wind generator. Energy tablets. Gold in the center, redstone around. 2 of those things. So I'll actually need... and I'll need even more of those. Because then I'll need the 6 that are for the center. Alright, well, let's get that crafting before I forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 60? 60. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Get in there. Make me things. Okay. Boom, boom. I don't have the 12 that I need here, though. More redstone! Oh, that is too much, though. Get back in there. I don't need that much. Just like 1 more stack. Okay. And then these split, and then that. Oh, but I will have to make these just a couple at a time, right? Well, maybe. Hold on. 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I would need 1 more slot to be able to make all of them. Huh. There we go. What happens to all that? Okay, it'll just hang there. That's good. And then let's just casually slide these into our backpack until we need them. That would have actually been a good thing to bring up the table for, I guess. Because then we could have had those. But alright, so 2 of them done. Now we need to make the, we need to get out the circuit boards? No, we got them, okay. Windmill! Boom. And then 2 more of those. Windmill. Boom. And 2 more of those. Windmill. Boom. Yes. I guess I could actually be throwing those in there too, so it's even like less stuff that's getting in the way. I can take out all these now, right? Okay, and then windmill. Boom. Windmill, boom. See, because those 1 items won't stack. I have to kind of do it like that, just 1 at a time. And now we've got our 6 windmills. Cool. So put that there. Yep, 192, just like I would expect. They're not going down, even though there's many, many more of them getting placed. We'll pick these back up, and then we'll do these on the side. You can hear that wind. Windmills do make noise, if you don't know that. They make noise. So then, let us extend out just a little bit more. And this will kind of be where our machines will be for the moment until such time as we build a more permanent structure. Because then we can take those energy cables that we got, run them down the center, and then out here, and then put machines on like either side of that, right? We could run the cables over, under, I mean, like, it doesn't matter, so I can actually just 2 up, I think, and then over And then over. Yeah. Yeah. Or we could build like a big mesh. We could do them all like right here. Looks kind of silly like that, right? But you could. Yeah. But yeah, I just figured we'd run them down the center and then put the machines on either side of it. I don't want to go too hard here with the peak. There we go. This is my silky, right? Yeah. Silky. So this is where our machines will be hanging out for the moment. And I'm pretty sure... So normally the Mekanism machines, they're one of the few that actually have like they're hard-coded to where they only accept certain things from different sides. With a crazy dirt Jenga. My starter base is Doc Brown's backyard. Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like it, right? If Doc Brown lived in a forest with an elder tree. With a crazy dirt Jenga. It does look really, like, if I actually step off the edge here, it does look really haphazard, though, right? I need to do something about that. I need to move all of those machines up here for now, but ultimately I do want them to go in there as soon as we've got this quantum entangleporter up, which is kind of what we're working towards, right? So let's look at what exactly is needed for that. So the refined obsidian ingots, obviously, that's going to be in the metallurgic infuser with the obsidian, so we need to get that. But that, actually, osmium compressor. So that's like a whole other machine, right? And it needs liquid osmium, so some kind of a way... Or I can just put osmium into it, maybe? And then refined obsidian dust, which you get from the metallurgic infuser. So this is what I was thinking. Obsidian dust with diamond dust in it. We also are going to want to get this enriched diamond, which you can also make enriched redstone and enriched obsidian and enriched carbon, which is more efficient, right? This is like less materials going in to make it. You just need to make an enrichment chamber and then put the main material into it, and then it'll give you this enriched form of it. So an enrichment chamber probably should be like one of the next things that we build. And that is not hard, except for maybe the steel casing. I think we've already made steel, though, so I don't think that that's very, very difficult. But 2 of the basic control circuits, again, that's redstone and osmium inside the infuser, and then a steel casing, and then an iron. I do notice also that this steel casing has an EMC value. Now, let me talk about Project E stuff real quick, because here's how I'm going to do it 100%, just to be clear. I'm not going to throw metal and ore into it and pull stuff out at a greater value, but stuff that I make, I am going to put into it, so that way I can pull it back out. So we're going to make one of these steel casings and then put it in. We could do the same thing with the basic control circuits too, and then any of the other stuff that we make, because a lot of the Mekanism stuff actually has an EMC value because it's actually like very straightforward in the process for making it. And so just naturally, or maybe the mod author added it, it's able to read a lot of the EMC values in it naturally. So steel casing, that's steel, any glass, and osmium. So I think we already have some steel. Let's go down and grab our stuff and then come back up. So these other 2 for sure. Come with me if you want to be a usable machine. This alloy smelter. Just making sure that these don't have anything in them like they're not currently in use. Give me any experience you might be holding. So I put it there. You might also notice on this one that I added a few upgrades. Check this out, right? So 27 speed upgrades, 64 efficiency upgrades, and the 2 multiplying upgrades, net 0 FE per tick. So the net on that is that it actually doesn't cost me anything to run this machine now. Isn't that neat? Yeah, science. I had to play around with it until I figured out what was the exact arrangement that I needed. But I knew that I was going to put in 64 efficiency, so then it was just like, how much speed can I crank out of it and still keep the FE at 0? This thing is honestly it's busted. I mean, absolutely. It's so good. This extended furnace. It's probably honestly better than it should be. Busted. Busted, busted, busted. Okay, so then we need to go up there. But, I mean, while we're at it, let's just go ahead and crank out these elevators, right? So I will need... How high am I going here? I'm going from 64 to 251. So that would be 20 each one. So 250, 230, 210, 190, 70, 50, 30, 10, 90, 70, and then the ground floor. Yeah. So I guess I need like a full 10 of these. So let's pull out some wool. I mean, just give me a whole stack because I think I need it. Because it's 8 per elevator. So I actually need more than that. So let's grab that for the mow. Get a little bit more. 1, 2, and then 8 more. Right? Yeah, there we go. 16. Why? I don't know why I just blanked so hard on being able to do that math, but I sure did. So here we go. And you can color these elevators too. So I might end up doing that just to make them more in tune with whatever the build is here. And I think you can even color them afterwards, but I'm not 100% certain on that. It makes me wonder, like, right away, though. Do I have any dye immediately available? Black dye. Oh, yeah, so you can color them right away. So that's cool. And then, of course, we will also... boom, teach it how to make it. So now it knows how to make white elevators. So, that's going to be underneath the tower, so I guess, right, like here? Well, it'll be so much easier if I do it across this, though. Eh. We'll just build it again, won't we? Nah, we don't need to do that. We can just arch out the dirt. Let's pull out some more. There we go. And then right now we're at 64. So we can go up to 84. That's 85. So that'll be 84. And elevator. It's not taking it though. Maybe. Oh wait, I didn't. Yeah, duh. Oh, simple mistakes. I started to do it 2 out, and then I was like, no, I'll be on top of it. I can't. There we go. Yeah. Just like I would expect. Okay. So now we need to go up to 104. And I think that'll be that one. Yeah. There we go. Now to 124. I'm going to put the dirt on here. That's 25. So there and there. I guess I should also test this, right? So the open blocks elevators that existed before, because that's what these are modeled after, right? They had a limit of 20 blocks, but I don't know that these do. So let's like, okay, so that, what was that one at? 124. So the next one would be 144, but let's go up to 164. And see if... Oh. Okay. So let's go all the way up. Let's stop beating around the bush and just go all the way up and see if that works. And then we'll just slowly remove them if we can. Wow, we can. Yep, all the way from our floor to here in a single elevator jump. That's nice. That's real nice, actually. Oh. So let's put down this other metallurgic infuser and this metallurgic infuser. And then we'll put in the extended furnace and the crusher and the alloy smelter. And then we'll put our upgrades back in this. Boom. Man, that is jumping all the way up. That's nice. Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Cruiser. That is real nice. And the fortunate thing is that, so we made 8 of these, right? But that's okay because they're EMC-able. So boom, we just made that EMC back. Not even a big deal. And we'll throw these slime balls in here too while we're here. I wish we could put these in there. But that's from a mod, so it doesn't have a value. Although, honestly, thinking about like stuff for the long term, I should probably figure out how to put these, like where I want to put these in here. And start from there as the base instead of from just a random spot on the ground. So let's look inside my slightly modified totally getting there. Oh, I forgot you guys existed. Ah, you're so cute. I love cute things. Don't hate me. Okay, so bed's here. Set spawn point. And then... where would be a good place for this? If we were thinking about putting in like a more permanent elevator type situation, would it really just be like from the middle of the bottom? Like, do I want to be able to go up immediately? Do I want to carve out a little bit and then make an elevator? Because I could do that. I could just come from here. I was about to say, I don't think there's anything back here other than just, like, the building. So I could make... not really an elevator shaft because I don't need to. And I want to keep the kind of magical feel that this has got going on. So I might just build elevators like right out the back here. Like just go ahead and pull out this whole thing. And then put some crystals down and really make it like sillily arcane and then go up that way. And I also need to color it. Which, the grass color being what it is here, it's not going to match anything else. Like none of the elevator dyes are going to match that at all. So I might as well just step out of it and break the pattern a little bit anyways. And go for something that's just a little bit off, like light blue. Or maybe cyan. Cyan might actually... I mean, it's not going to blend in because nothing would. But that's kind of close on the color to this. Sort of. Because it does do it in kind of pastel tones as well. Let's fly over here. Have I made cyan dye? Do you know how to make cyan? No. Well then, you're about to learn. I believe that that's green and blue. Which do I know that I have some cactus green here somewhere. Spice leaf, creeper, BS. Or is it, it's just that, no? Well, if nothing else, I have a cactus right over here. Because I farmed a lot of cactus. But I was pretty sure that I had a green dye. What did I just throw? Oh, well, it looks like I picked it back up, whatever it was. Am I just missing it? Am I being blind here? I know that I've colored things green. I have to have made some. Did I put it over here? No, that's where I did some of the line stained glass, but... How to make cyan. Well, whatever. Let's come over here with my 8 cactus because I'm still being efficient for no reason other than that I want to. Wow. Get some coffee while we're waiting on this. That elevator is nice. Oh, quart cactus paste. Can't I just like that? Yeah, okay. So then, yeah, that's cyan. Okay, so I should teach it green and then also teach it cyan, and then we'll be fine. I will take that and that. Thank you. And then bloop. Green, cactus paste, and cyan. Okay. So cyan. Give me 2 of that. And also elevator. Man, I think I want some music here. Hold on. Oh, I hope that doesn't crash. But I want some music. Going back to my boy Technoaxe here. Should have done this beforehand. I just kind of forget to. Because whenever I'm ready to stream, I'm like really thinking about it. I'm like so into it. So that means that I forget to do stuff like this. Free music playlist. Because he's got stuff for everything. Let's do trance this time. Okay. That's nice and upbeat. 2 cyan dye, 2 elevators. Boom. And let's see how we feel about this. It's like right out the back. Yeah, so I mean, like I said, nothing, like literally nothing we could make would possibly match this, but that still looks like it's still on color palette, right? Because the teal blue of the grass, the green that's mixed in with the mossy cobblestone, and then just it being a natural color, that's definitely like within the color wheel. Anyways, I could have gone like full red, since it's like a more pastel red, and that probably would have matched that part of the color palette and also the mushrooms, but this at least makes, I think this makes more sense. And I just really, like, of the Minecraft colors, like blue and cyan, that's kind of my bag. So let's see, where are we at on the XY here? 750 and 1062. So now we'll extend our platform just a little bit. $750, $1062. Did I put away the dirt? Or did I just use it? Oh no, it's just right there on my number 3. 750, 1062. Okay. So that should be it, and then 1062. Quite a bit of ways away from my backyard there, right? My Doc Brown backyard. So I think that should be where it needs to be. Yep. Perfect. Okay, and of course, like I said, like I don't want any of this to be there permanently, so I mean it's not going to be. Let's just vein mine this out as much as we can. I think I can do one more without like greatly disrupting my ground. Okay, from here I kind of have to, or be smart about it and take out those and then vein. Because obviously I don't want to disrupt my actual ground, right? Then we'll put out our dank and just go ahead and pop that back in there. Boom. And we'll put this grass in there. Okay, so now we got, for now, the white elevator that'll get us right up there. And then we've also got our cyan elevator to build on so that we can have this kind of with our workshop area. And that's all of our machines transported up here. So let's get cracking on that next thing. At Mechanism and Enrichment. That was it, right? Yeah, for the enriched material. See, there's 5 total materials here, but biomass is also one of them that you can use, so it's 6. And there might be another, like I think you can use mushroom materials to make like mycelium inside these things as well, but I'm not worried about that right now at the very least. So what we need is an enrichment chamber, which is a steel casing, 2 of those basic control circuits, 2 iron, and 4 redstone dust. So the basic control circuits, of course, osmium inside of the metallurgic infuser with redstone. So let's get that, and then osmium. Then we need a steel casing, which is osmium, glass, and steel. Which right over here is where all of our metals currently are. And I do think that we have made some steel. Because I think I had to for one of the machines. Platinum, zinc, nickel, silver, aluminum, nickel, copper, tin, lead, gold. I guess not. Or maybe I did and it's over. I pulled it over here already. Ah, steel, but only 2. Only 2. So how did I make it? Because obviously we're going to need more of it. And I'm just guessing that I chose the silence because that's what I had available. But let's look at the mechanism one. Steel dust. Where is mechanism? So that's carbon with enriched iron. Enriched iron is carbon with iron. Okay, so yeah, that's not, I mean, that's just charcoal and iron, so that is not hard to do. Let's grab us out some charcoal and zip back up there. And we needed, how many of the steel? 4. 4 steel, 1 osmium, 4 glass. No big deal. So 1, and then an iron. This will make the enriched iron, right? And then put it back in, and that should give us the actual dust, and then we just have to smelt it up. And you can see that one charcoal does 2. So it's like you can just immediately, for 1 charcoal and 1 iron, you can get the iron dust, so then all you have to do is smelt it up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah! So let's do that again. 1 iron, And then we'll need 4 glass, and what else? An osmium. Yeah, which we have. So that is not going to be difficult to do. See, I do want to get also one of the, like the furnace anyways from Mekanism, because the, like I said, this extended furnace, it won't take a lot of things. Like, it takes these, but there are other things that it won't take. Like the, like it wouldn't process cobblestone to stone, and it wouldn't process wood to charcoal, but basically it processes any metal, is what it seems like. So, boom, boom. Let's go get that glass. Because I think I've got that in here. I think I taught it glass. Show enough. Show enough. I'm going to pull out a portable crafting table thingy here. Make one of these. Boom. And then we'll teach it. Big boom. That's how you make that. So then, those 2 basic control circuits that I crafted up a second ago, and we've got ourselves an enrichment chamber. Which it does occur to me, like, these also have an EMC value, right? Sure enough. I could teach us this stuff too, but I'm honestly not sure I want to yet, so I'm not going to yet. I think that taking the elevators would actually be quicker. But this, though, that'll teach it. Okay. And then let's do this, and oh right, I need to actually pull back out the case that I had it do. Okay. Boom. There we go. Now we have an enrichment chamber. Which I'm not, like I said, I'm not constantly feeding EMC into this, so it's just like whatever monsters I kill, plus like random dirt and wood and stuff that I collect. That's the only stuff that's really going into it. So then we pop this back over here, and I could keep Mekanism on one side, or I could kind of mix it in. I think I'll just pop this over here for now. And it got power, no problem. Cool, cool, cool. So then, like I said, it's a matter of telling it to enrich the materials. So if I was to do like a stack of redstone, what would that look like in here? Takes forever, of course. Depending on the power resources that I have here, I might want to go ahead and look into upgrading these things, but I'm not sure on that yet. Because it does use up more power as well when you're doing it. And it looks like this is fluctuating either because the cables or because the power isn't as solid. I mean, it's staying solid, so either these are just not showing that they're full correctly, or they're not able to stay full running this machine. But I really don't think that this thing would be using that much RF per tick. Yeah, it's only using 20. But it's spiking way above that? Oh, I guess needed is, needed's gonna be it filling itself, right? So we'll do that. We'll just have the 8 for now, because I don't want to sit here and wait for this to fill up. That's taking a little bit longer than I'd like. Alright. And then, so, of course, so that was 1 redstone. 1 redstone dust makes one of these enriched things, right? So if we then pop this in here, 1 would be 10. So one of these is 8. So you can see that obviously, if you just take the time to process it in here, you're going to get a lot more out of your materials than you would otherwise. So now this one's got 640 redstone. Turned 8 into 64, basically. Which is nice. Like, for redstone, it's whatever, because you get a lot of redstone mining, but for the diamonds and the refined obsidian stuff that you have to make, it's actually really worth it to go ahead and pop it into this infuser. So then, now that we've got that, let's get back to this quantum entangloporter and see where we need to go here, because there's a lot of stuff that we need to do, obviously. The ultimate control circuits are atomic alloy and elite control circuits. The elite control circuits are reinforced alloys, and the advanced control circuit is this and this. So obviously there's a bit of grind that has to go in here, right? Like 100%. But we only need to make one of them. But we're definitely going to need an osmium compressor, because that's how we get the refined obsidian ingots. So if nothing else, this is a machine that we have to build pretty immediately. And it's along the way to everything else that we're trying to build, right? Because it's the advanced control circuit. We already saw that was a step in the other one. I don't know if I warned you guys ahead of time, but this is going to be kind of a grindy episode. Because there's going to be a lot of stuff like this where it's just got to craft it, and then we can make it and move on. But there's going to be a lot of stuff like this. So I hope you guys got your caps on, you are buckled in, and you're ready for the journey of modded Minecraft. Because I sure know I am. Boom. 2 infused. Then we need one of the osmium ones as well. Right. For this compressor. Let's change it over to the compressor for now. So we'll need another one of those steel casings, another one of those buckets, 2 of those. While we're on the subject of improving like our general things here, let's look at project and then tablet. So this is the table. This is what we're using, but there's also this tablet version of it, which requires any forged stone. Oh, and dark matter. Well, never mind. Dark matter blocks are a lot bigger deal. Can we break this? I really think that the transmutation table stuff is tied to us, like this is our personal EMC, but I might be wrong. It's been a long time since I've played with Project E. I'm kind of afraid to do it. But I'm gonna... Okay, slap it back down? Yeah, it's still there. Okay, good. Whew! Oh, why am I flying straight up like I didn't just build an elevator? Okay. So for now, we'll put this up here. Just so we have access to it on this level and we don't have to keep on jumping back down there. So that gives us this red circuit. Advanced control circuit. Since this is a crafting recipe versus like a grind recipe, I am going to put this one in. I'm not going to mind that. Stuff that's like a direct craft or like a machine input thing, I really feel like I shouldn't learn because having to automate that will be a part of the fun for me. But stuff that's just like a direct craft in an inventory, I'm so okay with just putting that in there. Okay. So we will need 2 of those. Sick, sir. So 2 of those. And then 2 buckets, steel casing. I taught it how to make a bucket of milk. Look at me go. Steel casing. Boom, boom, boom. And then 4 more of those infused alloys. And then we're waiting for it to craft. We dance. And craft over. So that should be everything we need. Boom. Osmium compressor. Teach you how to make that. Pull it back out. Okay. So let's go back to looking at our quantum entanglement porter. So now we can make this ingredient if we can make the refined obsidian dust, which obsidian dust is obsidian in an enrichment chamber. That's easy. And I think we even have it here, I was about to say. Stream has been live for an hour and 6 minutes right now. 4 obsidian dust. And then that needs to go in with the diamond. Okay, so diamonds. Diamond's another thing that I have refused to put in there because I don't want to be able to pull those out of wood, basically. So jumping down one more time, because I didn't even bother to check, but yeah, no diamonds in there. But I probably have them in here. No. Okay. Diamond, 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 diamond. Okay. So let's take probably the same thing, about 8 of these, and process them up there. Turn them into the enriched version of themselves. And then we'll load up our second metallurgic infuser. So the one, of course, here, this is loaded with redstone. We'll need diamond, carbon, and then the obsidian. We can go ahead and get this started. A boom. And with that, we should have the reinforced obsidian. Dust, right? Refined obsidian dust, not reinforced. Reinforced is the ingot. Osmium compressor. So I might be wrong here, but I think, yeah, we can just do that, and that'll give us the liquid osmium that we need to use with this. Although, basic gas tank, osmium. So yeah, there is no refined osmium, so it is just what is there, so that's fine. Pull you out, put you in, and pull you out, and uses a lot of that osmium. So this is gonna be like toss a whole thing in there, huh? It uses up an entire osmium to do that. 1, 2, 3, boom. Make it happen, Captain. Because we need 4 for this. We're trying to build up the ability to have this ready for us. I really want one of those tables, so I'm gonna get one. Also, I guess I should sleep. I don't want to spawn phantoms. And the rain's kind of annoying anyways, right? Nobody likes being in the rain. Okay, that's not true. Like, a lot of people like to be in the rain. But still. So that is that segment done. And we can leave that sitting there. So now we need to work on teleportation core, ultimate control circuits, and atomic alloys. Which atomic alloys, we're going to need that enriched obsidian, which I'm pretty sure is made with the refined obsidian dust. So, once again, come over here and pop in an obsidian. We'll pop in the rest of this enriched diamond, so it's all the way up. And then we will need to get that refined obsidian dust, which will be putting this back in here. Where is the dust? Where's the dust? No? No? Is it? Oh no, this is going in with the diamond. That's what we're doing. Okay, yeah, no, I got it. I got it. Let's pull out. So we did 4 the first time, so let's boost that up a notch. Go ahead and get that many going. And we will put this, instead of in there, we need to put it in here. Actually, so we'll have to wait for this to get done processing, and then we can move on to that next step. And then let's see. I'm not really using gold right now, so I'm going to pop that in my bag just to get it out of my inventory. Steel 2. The second stack of osmium. Iron nugs. The bridge, actually, I'm not building any of those right now, so I can definitely put that in. Coffee. Oh, did I hit the end? There's only 5 tracks in the trance one? Techno-Axe, you're normally so much better about this, buddy. I mean, I guess it's hard to say better about this. I mean, you are amazing. Just believe me when I say it. So let's just jump back to the synthwave one. We listened to this before, but we'll kind of... I'll just jump us forward like a few songs here. So that way it's not exactly the same, right? There we go. This one is called Electron, Breakbeat Synthwave, Royalty-Free Music by Techno-Axe. Okay. And that's done, so we'll pull that out and then pop it into here. Take this out and pop it back in here. We'll get like the first 4 of these and we'll just do the exact same thing that we already did, right? We might need to look into upgrading these pretty immediately though. So then we will have... I want the obsidian on the end. There we go. 8 obsidian. For that we need a reinforced core, which is the infused alloy in the diamond one. So it's kind of like moving through the tiers, right? Except carbon's not a tier. It makes me wish that I hadn't just dumped that in that one, because I'd probably move it down because it's like 1, 2, 3. I mean, I haven't put anything in this one, so if I'm just willing to sacrifice that refined obsidian, it's not even that big a deal. So yeah, I think I'm going to. I want to do it, so of course I'm going to. The decision has been made. And then 1, 2, 3, 4... And then a 5th one, just because I want that same number going. Boop. And then we need to make... So let's see, if I need 2 of those, then I need... 2 of each step, I guess. 2. And the process from this one will dump in the next one, and the process from that one will dump in the 3rd one. I guess carbon's like the odd man out. I could also use that up so that way I'm still not wasting it. Because there's nothing saying that I have to put the carbon in immediately unless I need it, so... Although I should probably also get some of this going. I mean, I should at least get it going so that it'll be there when I do need it. Let that finish processing, take it out, and then pop it in here. I think diamond is the one that you actually end up using the most. Like, you end up putting more stuff in this one than you do any other one, I think. But eventually, like, once I figured out exactly, like, how to maneuver all this around, and I fitted this all into that workshop area down there, that building, then I'll just have stuff auto-filling into these, so they'll always be stocked. I'm really not worried about it. I just have to be worried about it right now. Okay, so 2 atomic alloys. Boom, done. And again, since these are direct processing, I feel like I should have to automate that, so I'm not going to teach that to the machine. But this is going to be more crafting. Oh, and I need each tier of the thing too. So, okay, I have to make 2 of those, which means I need to do each of these crafts twice. So I'm going to need 2 of the atomic, 2 of the reinforced, 2 of the infused, and then times 2, so 4 of each of those. Again. So, first thing is a first. 2 of the obsidian, or osmium. Osmium, not obsidian. So that way I get the 2 control. Well, no, I taught it the level 2 ones, right? So I think I can skip that step. Circ. Yeah, okay, cool. Then I can teach it the next one as well, because these are crafts. Like, I didn't have to automate anything for this, I don't think, in my head. It makes sense if you're me. If you're not me, it doesn't make sense at all. Okay, so 4 of the reinforced ones. So I do need to do this part. More coffee. I have a question. Okay, so I moved my coffee cup over to that side of me, which is not normally where it is. Normally it's over there, but over there is where my microphone is now. So let me ask you, was that very loud? Did that annoy you to have that sound happen? Should I keep it over here, where that sound is maybe less annoying? Let me know. Hit me in them comments. Or if it sounded the same over there as it did over there. That too. It is louder. Alright. Well, I thank you. So I guess I'll keep putting it over there. It feels weird. It will take some getting used to. And then use up that stuff. I might just go ahead and make up 4 more of those to get that stuff used up while we're here and processing things. Ooh, hold on though. No. Man, I almost just messed that up, right? Because I need to make each step, so I actually only need it to go up. Well, no, this one I need to go up all the way. Yeah, for sure. Because this next set I need to only go up to the second level. Yeah, I knew what I was doing. Definitely. So now I might just go ahead and make more of those to get that material used up. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. And then after we're done with this one, well, and this one, I guess I'll go ahead and pop this back in there and just go ahead and make some more of that reinforced obsidian. That armor that's out there is actually not bad, I don't think. Yeah, look at that toughness. 12 and 4. That is huge. Comparatively, 9 and 1 on my chest plate, which is, I mean, like, hecka good. But yeah, that reinforced obsidian stuff is just, it's its own game, basically. Okay. So then, let's pull up our crafting dealy mojigger. And doot doot. Uh-huh. And then doot doot. Uh-huh. But then doot doot. Uh-huh. And then doot doot. I'll need 2 of those. And right here. And now I just need whatever that was in the middle. A teleportation core. 2 more of those atomic alloys, 4 lapis and 2 gold, and a diamond. See, again, this is just a crafting recipe, so I don't mind teaching it that. But that does mean that I need to go back down after I put these alloys into smelt. Like I said, just to get this reinforced obsidian out of there, if nothing else. Okay, so then I need a diamond and 4 lapis, which I think the lapis I actually have, but the diamond I don't. What do you think? Falling slower? I think falling is actually slower than using the elevator. Yeah, it's pretty instantaneous. I'm gonna have to say that's definitely slower. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 lapis. And then bring back that gold for the second round. Alright. Teach it that. And then take one out. Although, honestly, this being a crafting component, I probably didn't even need to teach it. But there we go! Quantum Entangloporter. Boom shakalaka. Huh. Okay. So how does this bad boy work? I hear you all asking. Well, it's very, very simple. Boop. So we got that there, right? So we got to go into the side config and look at the energy tab, and then look at input being on the bottom, which it should be, which should mean that those wires are connected to it. But I don't think they are because it's not set up. So basically how it works, okay, right. You have to make a channel. So we're going to set this as energy farm. Check mark. And then you can delete it if you want. But I think it'll automatically set to that one, right? Transferred. Is that heat? I think that's heat. Yeah. That is the FE. So it should say storing. We want it to where only I can mess with it, although that honestly doesn't matter to us, right? And then strict input there. Right? No, still not connecting to it. I might need 2 of them to see it connect. So if I click on the energy tab, this is definitely energy config. Auto eject on. Output is the blue side. But I want this one to be all input. Like, I want this one taking in stuff from all sides. Maybe if I take and replace this cable. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now it should say, yeah, it's storing a certain amount of FE because it does also need FE to work itself. So it's going to, over time, you're going to get a little bit of loss, right? But it's not that big of a loss. And do I have some machines still processing? What's taking stuff? No, nothing's currently processing. Oh, no, this is gaining power. Which you can see it has just like a huge, like abnormally large amount of energy storage, right? Just because of the efficiency upgrades that have been put into it. So whatever, this is just going to store over time, but I think that this one will be, I mean, like, all the other machines were being fed the whole time that they were doing stuff, so I think this is going to be, like, it's not a high priority, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I might need to take that one out of the energy networks where I'm putting it down into the house because it doesn't need energy. Like, it will run without energy, and I'd rather it not soak up all the stuff. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to take it out. Yeah, and now you can see these are generating power and holding it again. And same here. Yeah, it's currently storing 1.46 million RF, I think. Or is that milli RF? So it's like just 1,000 RF. But I mean, like, they use kilo all the time, so I wouldn't think that they'd be using milli there. But maybe. Okay, so now that we brought all these machines up here and we've got them processing, we can also just rip them all out and put them down there. Because now we've got that quantum entanglement porter. So let's look at it from the other angle, right? If I pull another one out, and we'll take these machines, sure, these two, for now. And we'll need to probably make a new machine, but let's grab that and that too while we're at it, and then head down here. Go upstairs. So yeah, I'm not going to use this room as a farm, so this will probably become like the machine processing room. But yeah, so how would this work, right? So if we think about it, we'll just put the machines down, right? Well, this one's a bad example. I don't want to do the extended furnace because I'm probably just not going to have that connected to anything unless it's for auto processing. So whatever, I'll put it for here now, just so I can get these upgrades and stuff out of my inventory. But like the other two, okay, right? The crusher and the alloy smelter. The quantum entanglement porter, if I put it down somewhere, we'll say like that's centered, right? Yeah, so we'll just have it like there. Then we can click private, click on energy farm, and then set. So now you can see that this one is set to the energy farm, so it's taking stuff in from that one. And I think that we can also set it maybe to multiples, so that way we could have this like entering and exiting out to different quantum entanglement porters. So like wherever we build our storage network, we could have the stuff that's being smelted here automatically just go right back into it and go to the storage area. It would just have to be on a different side of the quantum entanglement porter. But now this thing, you can see it's also storing energy. So if we just click on it, you know, we can cycle through the different ones, but whatever. You can tell that it is linked up because it is also receiving energy from the energy storage thing up there. And similarly to what we did up there, we could just drop two cables. And then for this one, we'd want to do the energy as output on all sides instead of input because we don't want to take energy back in from this one. And then we do that and we do that. And now these two things are getting energy from this. Or should be. It kind of looks like they're not. 0 out of 50,000. That's not loaded. So, well, we got to sort it out, right? So click on that. And then click on the sides. Click on energy. Output is definitely marked as blue. Like, you probably can't really see that there because it's pretty dark. None, input, output. Fluids, gases, items, heat. Oh, ejects off. There we go. So if I click eject, yeah, now they're getting the energy. Boom, 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 boom. That's simple. I always forget that the mechanism stuff is by default set to not eject. So you have to tell it to eject out. But yeah, so you can see, boom, these two got power now from our wind farm way up there. So we can also pull all of those machines back down here and have them here inside of our base. And we've got lots and lots of energy flowing. So I will move those stuff down a little bit later, but that is another big jump in our progress. We've got tons of energy rolling in. We've got the quantum entanglement porters to move stuff around. So now we can kind of think about what do we want to do as like a permanent structure for storage. And we've also got these really killer mechanism machines for pushing stuff in and out. And guys, I call that a success. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream there because I'm feeling pretty good about that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please follow me on Facebook. Also, Twitter. I announce on there every time that I'm going live. And then also through Twitch, of course. If you're subscribed to me here, you'll get those notifications whenever I go live. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next stream.